Sunday night and Monday, much of the ArkLaTex received its first measurable rain in more than 3 weeks, and you might be interested to learn that a streak of that length happens more often than you think. In Shreveport, the streak lasted 28 days, which tied for the 39th longest streak of dry weather on record in Shreveport. It's the 44th time that we've seen such a streak of such length in Shreveport. If you average it out, that means that we experience a streak of at least 23 days once about every other year. The longest streak of dry weather ever recorded in Shreveport occurred in 2015 at 44 days. Last year's streak, you might remember, came just short of that as it ended at 41 days and also occurred during the months of July and August. In Texarkana, this year's streak lasted 22 days, making it a tie for the 86th longest streak of dry weather in Texarkana. Records in Texarkana go back to the 1890s. This is the 101st time that we've seen such a streak in Texarkana. That means we experience a streak that lasts at least 22 days or more every 1 year and 4 months or thereabouts. So every 1 1/3 years we see a streak of almost or even more than 3 weeks in Texarkana. Again, happens quite a bit more often than you think. Now, the longest streak in Texarkana of dry weather occurred back in that brutal summer of 2011 when we had 48 days without measurable rain in Texarkana. Ironically, last year's streak during the drought lasted just like this year's at 22 days. So even though we did end the streak across much of the ArkLaTex, our concerns about drought are by far from over. Drought continues to develop. This is the latest drought monitor, which was issued last Thursday. We'll see another one issued tomorrow. You can see the level 1 and level 2 drought with the driest conditions extending from Howard County into Red River County. That's where we have moderate drought right now. And with most of this area getting little, if any, rainfall during the past week or so, we likely will continue to see these drought conditions expand. In fact, it looks like pretty much all of the area could stay dry until the very end of next week. So we're far from done as far as our drought concerns across the ArkLaTex with the dry conditions that are expected to continue for the next week or two.